What's going on, guys? Today we're doing something a little bit different. As you can tell by the title, we're playing some Call of Duty Mobile. Now this is my Realme X50 Pro and this phone runs this game amazingly. I can't tell you what FPS it is because the overlay doesn't show me that until obviously I pull it right down and I can't see the game itself, so you can't really run around and see what FPS you're getting or anything like that. Something I wish they would implement into the game is just an FPS counter, but yeah, it is what it is. But honestly, I'm really enjoying the game for what it is, and the gameplay is in the background. They're going to show that because I got back-to-back nukes, one of which is my fastest nuke in this game so far, and I've been playing a lot of Call of Duty Mobile lately, so much so that I'm about level 70, and I haven't really played it too much, but honestly, lately I've been playing it a lot. So yeah, let's jump right into today's video and see what we think of Call of Duty Mobile. So, moving on to map design and gameplay. This game, honestly, is the best of both worlds. And I really wish Call of Duty would take something like this onto console and PC. And the reason I mention that is because a lot of people are in a very similar situation to me. I really love Modern Warfare, the way the mechanics look, the way the game looks and feels is really good, but I don't like the gameplay elements of it. I prefer the gameplay elements of something like Black Ops Cold War or Black Ops 3, Black Ops 2 era, because those Treyarch titles are fast-paced, fluid, everyone's moving around the map, people aren't really camping too much, and it's a much more enjoyable game. And score streaks are a big thing as well, and Treyarch does score streaks in a really good way. Obviously, Black Ops Cold War is different. They've changed it this time around and I really don't like it. But honestly, I really like the way that this game plays, because it plays like straight Call of Duty. It plays fast-paced, it plays action-packed, but then there's also elements from, obviously, Infinity Ward games. Stuff like the nuke that, you know, we've never had in a Treyarch game is in this game, yet it looks like a Treyarch game. The maps as well are designed by both Treyarch and Infinite Ward, and there's some extra ones in there as well, because you've got maps like Terminal, you've got maps like Nuketown, Takeoff from Black Ops 1's DLC, you've got Terminal, you've got Crash and different maps like that. You've got fan favourite maps, fan favourite modes, fan favourite weapons. Now they might not be named the same thing. What I'm using in this video is called something like a DBK or something like that, but it's actually an AK-74U, and it's amazing. I really like it. Now honestly, it's one of those things. Obviously in this game you've got different perks, you've got weapons, you've got score streaks, you've got the abilities like specialists in here as well. Now, I'm not the biggest fan of specialists, but I don't tend to really get killed by them on mobile very often. I don't know why that is. Maybe I'm just running into people that have no thumbs. I don't know, but like, it's a really enjoyable experience, because even if, you know, specialists are there, they don't last a stupid amount of time. They don't last a crazy amount of time to the point where you can just mow an entire team down. And that be it. But there's Nuke 1, and like I said, you've got the Nuke, you've got fan favourite maps, game modes, and everything like that. And you've even got the medals from like Treyarch games. So when you get a nuclear medal, you get a nuclear medal. You get unstoppable medals. Stuff like that. It's really, really good. And I really enjoy that aspect of the gameplay. The fact that the score streaks, the kill streaks, everything like that. You know, we've got Predator Missile. Then you've got Hellstorm. You've got different things as well that I haven't unlocked yet. And honestly, I can't wait to try all the different kill streaks in this game, and I will be working towards that. You've got seasons, you've got a battle pass that you can work towards, you've got free DLC and stuff like Modern Warfare has, you've got the battle pass like Modern Warfare has. You don't actually have to buy anything in this game. You can play it for free, which is exactly what I've done. I've not spent a penny on it. And it's also a very enjoyable experience. It's fun, it's it's fast paced, and there's great action to be had. Now, moving on to a couple of negatives in this game, it can be a bit laggy, it can be a bit stuttery at times, but what do you expect on mobile devices? Especially when some of the players are literally playing on the bus or something. You know what I mean? Like, you can't expect the best connections. And it's just really enjoyable. The sniping in this game is a bit hard to get used to, but obviously I hit literally a quad feed right at the get-go here. And, you know, it is what it is. It's a lot of fun to do. It's just challenging, and that's something I really enjoy. Again, fan favourite maps. But moving on to a negative that I've run into a couple of times, and that is hackers. Hackers do exist on Call of Duty Mobile. Now, they tend to get kicked out of the games, and they tend to get banned, like, in that game if enough people report them and stuff like that. It seems like there seems to be a pretty decent anti-cheat on this game. I don't know whether it is that or not, but it seems like people do get detected if they are hacking. I haven't run into it a ton lately, but when I first started playing the game, I did run into it quite a bit, and it was very, very frustrating and annoying to run into people that had, you know, your teammates' colours, so it looked like they were friendly, that would just kill you off spawn. They would spawn with you, and you would just die over and over and over again until you left the game, and it just sucked that that was a thing. But that seems to be resolved now. I don't seem to run into that at all now. And I just tend to really enjoy the game. It's a lot of fun. And I have to be honest, like, this game I am playing at the moment more than Modern Warfare. So that just tells you how much I'm enjoying Call of Duty Mobile. Now, to be clear, this game is a lot of fun. You need a pretty decent phone to run it at decent frame rates and stuff like that, but you should be able to run it quite comfortably on something like an S8 from a couple of years ago. That's what I originally was using it on, and it was completely playable, completely fine. My new phone is much better, it runs it much smoother, but, you know, obviously, my old phone still ran it very, very well. It was still fine, it was still easy enough to play, but obviously my new phone is better than it because it is a new flagship device that can run much higher settings. It's got a 90Hz screen as well, which makes a bit of a difference. Stuff like that. So honestly, what would I say is the major negative with this game? Probably the hackers, probably the fact that there is so many pop-ups of microtransactions. I'm not kidding, you boot this game up and log in, the first thing it tells you about is microtransactions. You log in, if you're an existing player, same thing, microtransactions. We are selling this bundle, that bundle, and this, that, and the other is on a deal. You want to buy it, and you've got to click off and say no. Now, another thing is pop-ups, which is impartial to the microtransaction way of thinking, the way that it's been done in this game. But the one thing I don't enjoy is the fact that it's a microtransaction pop-up. Then it's a daily login bonus pop-up. Then it's a monthly login bonus pop-up or something else, or an event pop-up. And it's like, dude, just let me play the game. If I wanted to go into all these, you know, pop-ups or these options, give me the option to just literally, once I've logged into the game, if I play the game or not, at least give me the option to jump right into a game instead of throwing these pop-ups at me. I just want to be able to select those whenever I want. I don't want them to be thrown up in my face as soon as I load the game up. And I find that very frustrating. I find it quite annoying and quite off-putting that as soon as you log into the game, you hit with like 6 pop-ups of different things, whether it be, you know, events that you can participate in, or events that are going on or will be going on, or whether it's stuff that you actually have to do for stuff like the in-game events that you want to unlock stuff from the battle pass for and stuff like that. Which is another thing, you have a battle pass in this game to work towards, and the items in it are quite cool. Some of the items are limited time, so you can only use them for so much time, and it's like a coloured variant with a special camo on it. I like that. I like the fact that there is so much variety in this game as well. when it comes to maps, weapons, and all that sort of stuff. And even score streaks. But like, the one thing I will say is that the microtransaction thing and the pop-up thing is very off-putting to a lot of people, and I wish they would tone it down a bit, or just don't pop it up in the first place and give us the option to go into those menus if we choose to do so. I feel like that would be a much better way of doing things, but that is just my personal preference and my personal opinion. I'm no expert, I don't know how all of this is coded or how all of it works, but I do think that it will be a lot better and a lot better for the player base if it wasn't just thrown up in your face as soon as you got onto the game. But either way, hopefully you guys have enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to like, favorite and subscribe. Hit that notification bell and leave a comment down below if you want to see more of Call of Duty Mobile in the future. If you did enjoy the video, don't forget to like, favorite and subscribe, and I will talk to you guys in the next one. Peace.